We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go. Green, 39.
To throw is Beathard. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd down, Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Detroit!
Here's Beathard to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Beathard to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it with Williams into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Back to throw Beathard. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Ryan Carruthers busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Beathard. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. David Johnson here on the catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Johnson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
The setup a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jermaine Gresham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3
could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that.
Beathard. Nowhere to go.
Unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
They'll throw here. Beathard going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
To throw is Beathard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And some room to roam now. And the terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Second down, Johnson. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. Green 35.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Beathard. And that is incomplete. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They shakes him, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Delano Hill. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Oh, what a move. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. We got 3. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Set.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's Beathard to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They go to Johnson again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw Beathard. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Beathard. And that'll be incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
The Niners on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must have a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the 49ers, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.